Hello everybody, GL1 here, and welcome once again to my toy museum, and once again featuring more Bumblebee. And there are still a lot more Bumblebee toys to go. Today, I'm going to start with this non-transforming Bumblebee, which came from the Dark Side of the Moon in 2011. And it has limited articulation. You have some ball joints in the hips and some motion in the arms. And there you go, a little motion there. And then it does have a feature where you can pull this down, and then the chest opens up, and then it's got guns that fire there. The head turns too. So that's your feature. So, it's just basically an action figure of Bumblebee, and, just simple play like that. All right, so you can see it's got, all the gearing and wheels and everything built into them. All right, so that's a real simple one. Next up in simplicity is this. It's part of the evolution of Bumblebee kind of, toy line. And you have here a Camaro. It's an Evolve Camaro. And this is a die-cast metal model, so no transforming. But you turn it over, and then you got your Bumblebee on the bottom of it. All right. And, just basically simple. You have a trunk that opens. Of course, you can't really fit anything in there. Maybe you can't fit much in the real Camaro. And then there you go. You got your doors, and you have a chrome steering wheel in there. And does the hood lift up also? Try to get that to, there we go. And there you go. You got your Transformer V8 in there. I'm sure that has some special features to it. All right, so pretty mean looking. All right, so now they also made a transforming version of this, which is right here, right? And this is part of a Evolution of Bumblebee combo pack, and you can get this on Amazon for $190 right now. So you have your old Camaro, your 1970s Camaro, all right, and kind of stays together, shoots 2 missiles, and you can see there's Bumblebee tucked up into there. And then here's your evolution of Bumblebee, right? So you can see same car. See, it's got the dual exhaust in the back and some of these black, fender flares, and the wing in the back. Spoiler. And then you have your black Bumblebee, very angry looking. And I had to transform this from robot form to the car, and it looked like it was going to be really complicated, but it's not. It's the only thing you really have to do is fold the arms in, and then the whole thing just kind of mushes together in your hand. You can just kind of push from both ends and squeeze it, and just everything just sort of boom, 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 just fits right together. So it's really easy to transform. I thought it would be difficult. I'm going to put them all into robot form. I'll pause the film before the end and then transform those. All right, and so another non-transforming is this Hot Wheels sized car, but this is actually made by Majorette. So it's not made by either company. You have normally your Hot Wheels and your Matchbox, right? So this is Majorette. So different company altogether. So that's kind of nice. And here is one of the fast action battlers from Revenge of the Fallen. So we're going all the way back to quite a ways back on that, on the year, like 2009. 9. All right, so fast action battler. And you can see it's got a missile in there, and I'll transform that for you too. All right, before we go. And here's what is, to me, one of the most special Bumblebees is this one here. Now, at first, you see just a very boring, diminutive, black, bumblebee, and not even the windows are clear, right? Which is a little bit disconcerting. I mean, why not have clear windows? Well, here is what's really cool about this. And this one comes from the Human Alliance Dark Side of the Moon. So that's going to be 2011. And here we go. Take a look inside. The door's open, and there you go. You have Sam Witwicky. And so few times in all of the Transformer lines do you actually get people. Although I have 5. I have 5 people in the Transformer lines. So here's Witwicky, Sam Witwicky. And you can see, actually, it's quite a good action figure. I mean, you have, your shoulders that move around and your head. And you got your torso joint that can bend, not just twist, but also bend a little bit. And you got your hips that go in all directions and your knees. So not a bad action figure for something so small. And you can see, look, even it transforms into seats. But on the other side, I have another character that did not come with this set. This came with Sam Witwicky. But I have on the other side Michaela. So, and that came with skids, which actually I have skids, and I'm not going to show it in this show, but skids is a Chevy Spark, and skids with Michaela sells for $283. Ouch. Now, so here you go. Here's Michaela right there, and she's got her knees, and of course she's wearing white, and it never got dirty in the movie, and she can twist a little bit, It's got her arms, no elbows, but there you go. That's Michaela and Sam, and look, they're even different sized people, a little bit. See, he's a little taller than her, so that's pretty cool. So they didn't just, use the same parts as much as possible. They actually made 2 separate molds. You can even see the arms are a different size and the legs. So that's pretty cool. All right, so this is one of my favorite Bumblebee Transformers because I just think it's so great that, you put it all together and then you got your chairs in there and you can fit your people in there. So, all right, so I'm going to pause this and then transform them for you. Okay, so everybody's back in robot form. And all right, so this one, though easy to get into vehicle mode, I'd say probably a 6 out of 10 in difficulty getting it back into robot mode. This one here, quite difficult to transform. Now I do all this without instructions, and I feel like you should be able to generally do these without instructions. This one I would say is an 8 out of 10. It's actually not easy at all to figure out how to flip the feet around. That was quite difficult. And then the other difficulty was, again, bringing the torso around, also not that easy. And then figuring out it came with an extra piece you can switch with the arm so you can put the gun on, and the gun really is made to go onto the left side where it's always on the right, but it's on the left, I'm pretty sure, because you have to bend it this way. The elbow bends that way. And so here's your other arm, and what it is you just slide this piece out, and which is not that easy, and then slide the other one in. When these Transformers came out, the successive movies after the first movie, they changed the plastic. The plastics in the first movie were very heavy, very toy-like, very much like Transformers Armada, Cybertron, Energon. And then they went starting with the second movie, to a very light plastic, which a lot of people didn't like because they felt cheap. It's actually a pretty durable plastic and it is much lighter, and some people thought maybe it was because of shipping costs. So in any case, they are pretty durable that way, and they do have a little bit of give. Some of the pieces are made to give away when you force them, and some are not, and sometimes they break. Now this one has a pressure missile, so nothing spring-loaded, so it's, you push on it and the ball has a little bit of pressure, and then that throws that out. So the old Camaro, this was actually pretty difficult to transform. This has a lot of those like automatic transforming parts. The feet were a little bit difficult to understand. The torso is spring-loaded, and that was actually, I think, very difficult to figure out how that transformed. So, be careful. Save your manual if you have it on that one. All right. The fast-acting battler was pretty simple. So that's how the feet go. You have knees, and then you have a missile here, and that can fire off. Let's see, where's that button? I'm not sure where the button is. I know it springs in there. Let's see. Oh, okay, the mechanism for firing it actually is really cool. You turn this, so it's a spin and then fires. So that's neat. That's a little unique. And then the front comes down, and, just like the original Bumblebee. And, all right. And then my favorite Bumblebee, or one of my favorites, right, with Michaela and Sam, is this fella here. And even when you transform it into robot mode, you can seat the people in the chairs. And so you have a little bit of articulation on the hand. And there's the thumb. And then you have this here, and fires a spring-loaded missile like that. And then you have an extra missile here. And Sam can sit up there. And then you even have a battle mask. So this is, Bumblebee with this battle mask. And then you can put that up. And then you have calm, cute mode. And he even has these extra rockets back here. So, and you have, and then you have B on his license plate. So, and you have, some torso twisting. So really a good transforming Bumblebee. And the way that these, the part of the front, the bumper of the vehicle, there's springs actually in here, and you pull this piece through, and it's actually on a sliding spring, and then you just kind of push it in or out of place when it's in robot mode. So there you go, and that's typically how the legs look on Bumblebee, although you can see the similarity, but also the difference in how that is. And then, see, this is the old Bumblebee, right? The 70s Bumblebee. Very different how the feet and legs are on that one. You can see you have the bumper in the front. And then this one also is a little different visually, right? Now you have the bumper on the side, inner side of the body, which is different than, this one. You see how those are different. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. And as I said, I have a lot more Bumblebees to go. I look forward to showing you those. So take care, and I'll be seeing you soon.